Good evening, everybody. Welcome to the Steelers Game Day postgame. So I'm Mason Sapesky, your host here with you, and we are recapping the Steelers' amazing 24-17 win over the Los Angeles Rams on Sunday. This was an awesome win, that's for sure. It was an impressive win and was a much-needed win, and I didn't watch a whole lot of this game, to be honest with you guys. I was just busy with other stuff, but it was awesome. We played very well. I think everybody had a great game. I think the offense did very well. The defense played really well. Coaching was very well. I think Canada did a good job, and I was excited to see him fired up after the play calls and stuff. The offense was not predictable at all today. People joked aside in the past that they knew the play calls like little kids could predict the play calls and all that, but not today. I think the offense looked so much better today, and hopefully this is just the start of what they have to come. This was definitely a pivotal win, that's for sure. And credit to the guys, too, for fighting back. I mean, we were down, let me see. We were down late in this game. Going into the fourth quarter, we were down 17-10. That definitely hurts you guys, and that makes you not feel the best about things, and obviously, but nevertheless, we found a way to get the job done, and that's very important in today's NFL, to be able to find a way to get the job done. And we proved that we can compete. So that is very important, that's for sure. It shows the competitive nature of this team. It shows you that this team's not that bad after all. I mean, the fact we didn't have Freiermuth today hurt us, but we still found a way to respond back. Offense played well, obviously. It looks like Najee and Jalen Warren had great days today. Surprisingly, I'm just thinking of this now, I forgot to do my little prop thing, so yeah, I'm probably best off I didn't do a prop thing because I'm 1-4 in those. So yeah, it's probably best I didn't do that. Najee with a touchdown run, Warren had one, Pickett had one. Surprisingly, there were no passing touchdowns for the Steelers, but who cares? I mean, we haven't had many rushing touchdowns this year. We could definitely use those. That shows you the line has gone better. The line has looked better today. I think they only had 1 or 2 bad plays the whole game, and that's fine. I mean, 1 or 2 plays is nothing in the NFL. So give them credit there. I mean, LA did play a good game. I mean, this Rams team is not as bad as people think they are, for sure. So yeah, I mean, this is a good quality win. West Coast wins have always been Mike Tomlin's weak point. Typically, the Steelers don't lose on the coast, or don't win on the coast, but they've found a way to do it twice this year, beating Vegas and beating the Rams. Those are 2 important must-win games, and they found a way to win both of them. That's huge, and that will be reflected definitely in the long run when you put forth the playoff picture. Right now, we're sitting at 5. We'd play Jacksonville today because they're the 4. Definitely think that's a winnable game. We'll find out a lot more about how we're matched up against a team like Jacksonville next week when Jacksonville comes to Pittsburgh. And by the way, too, I'm sorry if I'm not looking at the camera 100%. It's just hard, like, this way with all that, not looking at the clear dot. This, like, style how it's like this, and before it was like this. I'm still just kind of technically getting used to it. I'm trying my best. Just know that for sure. But I'm also, too, looking at the computer. Warren did good. I think the defense played really well. Passing, our cornerbacks still need a lot of work, but that'll come over time. I mean, they'll get better over time. So yeah, I mean, I think we played a good game all around, and I think there's always room for improvement, but I think this is a much-needed win because it swings things, and next week feels big. Because if we can win next week, then that sets the stage for possibly 7-2. It feels real nice. I mean, we win games like this, which is big. However, we got to beat Tennessee and Green Bay. Those are very winnable games, and we cannot let those games slide. We got to find a way to beat those teams. So things could get really good here. And I know we're probably not a Super Bowl contender this year just because of the way we played against San Francisco. It was atrocious, that's for sure. But, I mean, any given week, I mean, just keep getting wins. We won this game. We're 4-2. We're sitting pretty. We're on the right track. And, I mean, I think things are only going to get better for the Pittsburgh Steelers as season goes on. So yeah, a complete game for sure. We've played 2 great games the past 2, the Ravens and the Rams now. Feels good to get a win out in LA for sure. Head home, have a nice flight home tonight. And so, yeah, it always feels good. That's all I have for today in terms of this game and all that. But I will take a brief look ahead now to next week, because that's always how I tend to wrap up these shows, is by taking a quick look ahead to next week. And next week's going to be a test for sure. It's a home game. It's the Jacksonville Jaguars, Sunday, October 29th, 1 o'clock p.m. on CBS. It'll be a very exciting game. It'll be a very interesting game. It'll be close. They have some playmakers. Trevor Lawrence, Travis Etienne, Tank Bigsby could possibly do stuff. Evan Ingram, Brent Strains, wideouts, Christian Kirk, Calvin Ridley. It'll be interesting to see what they could do. The defense, sorry for the burp here. Not too many studs on their defense. However, they do have the number 1 pick from 2022, Trayvon Walker, so it'll be interesting to see what he could do. This is a talented football team. So yeah, things are looking tough next week, but it's definitely a winnable game. The Jaguars are coming off a 31-24 win at the Saints. I think we're significantly better than the Saints. I think the Rams are better than the Saints. I think this game's at home, so I think this will be an even game. And if we can pull this one out, that would be huge. That puts you at a nice 5-2. So yeah, I mean, I think we can compete with teams this year. I wouldn't doubt the Pittsburgh Steelers at all. I mean, this team is on the rise for sure. I mean, if we can get this offense playing well, Kenny playing well, Najee playing well, and put it all together, this team can be something special. So I really like what we have going. Time to just keep it better. And honestly, I mean, I think this Fire Canada chance at the Penguin games, the Ohio State game, just around town, just at general events, I think those chants kind of kicked in because he had a good day today. Offense looked good, so hopefully they continue. Hopefully he continues to feel motivated and they continue to play well. So that's all I have to say. So hopefully things work out for the Steelers. Hopefully we can be a playoff team this year. I think we will be after this game, but who knows? I'm 2-4 with my predictions, so nothing's a given anymore. So yeah. Anyway, that's all I have for you guys today. I'll see you next week for the Steelers pregame and postgame. So for the week 8 matchup with the Jacksonville Jaguars at Acrisure. So stay tuned for that. In the meantime, I hope you guys all have a great rest of your night. Have a great week. Take care. Stay safe. And as always, pray for Israel. And as always, peace. See you next week.